And what's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Live, Laugh, Left podcast. Garry is gone.
Sorry, I had to get my hat. I'm here.
Why
There we
is
go.
there why is there a baby monitor in the under window rack?
That is not a baby monitor.
What is that?
This.
I still don't know what that is.
It's supposed to keep my room clean or
Oh,
smell good.
okay, cool. Never knew. Never. Okay. Anyway, um, we got a lot to go over this week. NASCAR was in our place of home, and it was fun, but we weren't there. Well, I wasn't there. I don't think you went. Did you?
Nope. 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 Nope.
Kind of surprised you didn't go. You usually go to the race.
Yeah, I didn't have the money.
Unfortunate. That's okay. Anyway, we got a lot to cover though, as well. Baseball stuff, update the Stanley Cup Finals and the NBA Finals. I got a few other things too. So we're going to just get right into it because it's already late at night. I don't have any trivia this week, Gary. I don't know if you had anything, but I did not have any trivia.
I actually do now that I'm watching the Kalamazoo Growlers game. By the way,
Oh
if you ever want to watch
fuck!
Kalamazoo Growlers, they are on Flow Sports,
Oh,
and then you can watch it. Anyways, Kalamazoo won their second world championship for the Northwoods League in, I believe it was 2024. When was their first?
I'm gonna go with 1984.
Is that just saying you don't know?
How the fuck am I supposed to know? So I'm just guessing a year.
It was 2022, 2 years ago, 2 years prior to the second.
Oh, well, I was only 38 years off.
I don't think the Northwoods League was even a thing back then.
Anybody who was
Probably
alive in
was. I
19
mean,
anybody who was alive in 1984 and had frontal cortex memory, let us know if the Northwoods League was a thing. Anyway, let's see. What do we want to start with today? We got stuff in every category again today. Let's sure, let's do football first. Gary, it looks like you have something to talk about regarding NCAA football.
yes, and I was talking to Tyler and practically everybody about this because this actually, I loved this. As you know, I have only, you know, a computer, so I can't get some of the games that other things are. Where did I put it in? Did I put it? I'm trying to find it.
NCAA football.
Ah, that's right, because I didn't have the football thing put down. Okay, there we go. But the new NCAA football game, NCAA football 27, will be coming to Steam for the first time. Um, yeah. I told Tyler and I told Jeffy and I told almost everybody to get this game so that we can do a little series. I'll create the teams and then we can face each other. Just imagine Pringleson versus Jeff of the Mellows, or Pringleson versus Hitmaster, the greatest battle.
And what I said in response was, I already kick your ass in fantasy football, so I'll kick your ass in this too.
Yeah, he
Because
won't. But anyways, I'm happy because now I get to actually play college football on my computer, and who knows, I might just get the deluxe. that has Madden 27 and Madden or NCAA football 27, or I might just get 27. But I don't know. I don't know what I'll do.
I probably won't. I probably won't get it, to be honest. My computer probably A. I don't know if I really want to spend that kind of money. B. I don't even know if my computer can run it. So that it probably can run it, but probably not good.
I still need to give you your NCAA football 12.
Oh my god! You know how many times we've seen each other since you said you were going to give that to me, and you never have.
Remind myself.
I have to. I'll give you the money for it too. Whenever I see. I don't know when that'll be, but.
Yeah, that's about it for my NCAA football 27. I hope it's a good game. I heard good things. I've seen people talk about it. It's better than 26. I just played actually 26, not even yesterday, with my friends, and I mean, it looked pretty good. You got new FCS teams coming in from FCS to FBS, so
I'm sure it's good. I've heard good things about the NCAA games.
they even put in, I guess, of course, as you guys know, Michigan, Ohio State, biggest rivalry. When they're about to come out of their locker rooms, it looks like they're making an argument or whatever, yelling at each other, getting ready to go down the tunnel. But I mean,
did they
I just want to.
Did they include the part where Sharon Moore texts minors in the locker room during halftime? Because that would be.
What I want to know is what is it going to be look like for the Paul Bunyan Trophy? How are they going to show it? Are they going to show the main record or of between Michigan State and Michigan?
I'm sure they will.
No.
I'm sure that's not super difficult to implement, but I don't know. I'm not a game developer.
But,
cool stuff. Anyway, the only other football thing I had is a pretty funny one. The Bears are officially moving to Indiana, Hammond, Indiana. This was voted by the Chicago Bears Board of Directors. And
isn't that close to Garry, Indiana?
Well, apparently it's right on the border of Illinois and Chicago.
Illinois and Chicago, huh? Listen, it's nighttime, guys. You got to realize something. It is what? 8:25. We should be both asleep in bed.
We should both.
I have a haircut appointment tomorrow.
We should both be in bed. Because we're old.
To be honest, I don't go. To be honest, I don't.
I'm glad the mic didn't pick up any of that.
Good.
Oh, fuck. It's right.
You can't stop laughing. God. Chicago and Illinois. On the border of Chicago and Illinois. What are you gonna say next? There's another team coming into the border of Detroit and Michigan.
Holy fuck, that's too
Fort Wayne in Indiana.
That's too fucking funny. Okay, anyway, so apparently Hammond, Indiana is right on the border of Indiana and I almost said Chicago again, Illinois.
I mean, technically, if you want to say near that, technically you could just say Chicago, and technically we'll know what you mean. It's Illinois. But
so people are like, oh, it's still Chicago. It's still Chicago. No, it's not fucking Chicago. It's so annoying.
Chicago's far distance from Hammond, though.
They're moving. They're basically just moving the Bears to the suburbs, and it's just like the Browns. They're not even gonna get a Super Bowl. Oh no, wait, that was the Browns. The Bears, I guess, still get a Super Bowl. It's pretty annoying, but hey, at least it's not Garry, Indiana, right?
What does that
Garry,
mean?
Garry, Indiana would have been funnier. Let's be honest, but
When
now we
I was
can.
going to Chicago, I went by Gary, Indiana, and oh my God.
Yeah, it's like the worst city in America for good reason.
Why do you have to do this to my name?
But it's so now hopefully finally they actually show renderings of what the stadium could actually look like, because they had a really good design in mind for the replacement of Soldier Field right in downtown. And they scrapped that because apparently moving to the suburbs is more profitable. I don't know. Or it's probably something with taxes because they're moving into a different state. I don't know. I would say it's the first time that an NFL team will be moving outside of the state that they're named after, but it's not. In fact, they won't even be the second team. Get named Jets and Giants. But yeah, they finally decided that. So that was that. That's all I had for football. I don't know if you have anything else, Garry.
For football, no, just, you know, that.
Basketball stuff. Speaking of moving, both the Dallas Stars and the Dallas Mavericks announced that they are leaving the American Airlines Center in 2031. So they will both be finding new homes. It's unconfirmed if they're both going to move to the same home or not. It's also unconfirmed if they're going to try and move more into downtown Dallas or not. It's TBD. But that was announced. So kind of interesting there. I really didn't think the American Airlines Center was that bad of a stadium. But it seems like their lease is ending. Apparently the stadium's getting kind of old. I don't know. Never been there before. But quite interesting for sure. The only other thing, obviously, is the update to the NBA playoffs. Of course, they are in the finals now. We are recording this before Game 3 tips off. In fact, it'll be tipping off in just a few minutes here. Probably in the next way. Probably won't be until another hour because Donald Trump is at the game, so he'll probably have to do 3 speeches before the game can start. And then they'll need to throw in a commercial break after every speech.
The New York Knicks, this is so huge for them. And so is the San Antonio Spurs. This is going to be so huge for them.
I make sure that the employees can't get to work on time. There was an hour-and-a-half wait at the security line for employees, so all the employees get fired.
You know, I heard the Knicks haven't won a game, since I was a little boy, when I got a loan of $1 million, and it was fantastic to hear that they got into the playoffs. It's just huge. It's huge for the state of New York. Just huge. Just like the Great Wall I built. Huge.
Huge. So huge. It is, so we're in Game 3 tonight, so we'll cover presumably the rest of the series in next episode, but Game 1 and 2 in San Antonio. Guys, the Knicks are up 2-0. Huh? Yeah, to be honest, I thought the Spurs were going to win in a sweep. And now they might lose in a sweep. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I hate the Knicks. I hate Knicks fans. I hate Karl Anthony Towns.
I actually don't hate Karl Anthony Towns. I actually liked him when he was on Minnesota.
So that's fun. The Knicks are up 2-0. The first game was a shocker. The second game, the Spurs looked pretty good, and then they just started chucking up unnecessary threes. My thing is, all right, if you're the Spurs, you have a guy like Victor Wembanyama. Why are you just not force feeding him literally every time? What are you doing there? What are you doing there?
Probably because they'll just do double team on him.
But he's like a foot taller than anybody else on the court, so why does he just go around them? I don't know. I haven't watched a whole lot of the series. I'm going to probably watch a good amount of the game tonight, but I haven't watched much of the NBA Finals so far. But what I have seen has just been chucking up 3 after 3 after 3 after 3, and none of them go in. We're back to quality NBA basketball, ladies and gentlemen, where it's just 3 ball after 3 ball after 3 ball. Great product, Adam Silver. So we'll see how that series goes. The way it's been going, it looks like the Knicks are probably going to win the sweep, but we'll cover the remainder of that series next week. Similarly for the, actually, never mind. We do have one other hockey thing besides the Stanley Cup Finals, and it's not good news. It comes out of the Red Wings camp. Remember the Red Wings? We haven't talked about them in a while. Dylan Larkin is requesting a trade.
You want to even know what the funny part is? This is my only Red Wings jersey. And I told everybody, I didn't tell you to, but I'm now showing it now. If he goes to Montreal or Chicago, this will be burnt. I don't give a flying crap about
Garry
this
won't burn
jersey.
it. Garry won't burn it because he didn't buy it.
I will burn it.
You didn't buy it. It was a gift.
I'll buy him. I'll freaking buy a different Red Wings jersey before I burn this. I'll buy a new Red Wings jersey that will have the 100-year anniversary patch, and then I'll burn it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. A, team captain. B, he's a local. C, he's been on the team for 10 plus years, and he's requesting a trade. You know why? Because Grit Illich is a half-ass who doesn't know how to fucking run a fucking team, and Dylan Larkin is tired of it. By the way, he listed his only 3. Yeah, by the way, he only wants to go to one of 3 NHL teams. Here they are: the Minnesota Wild, Vegas, or Florida.
I'd rather him go to Minnesota.
Minnesota would be an interesting choice. Vegas and Florida are just jumping on the bandwagon. And apparently neither state has state income tax, so he's just income maxing, according to Ann Pomeroy.
See, with Vegas and Florida, the thing is, I don't think Florida needs Larkin. They have so many good players. They've been to back-to-back Stanley Cups. And Vegas doesn't need Larkin. They're in the Stanley Cup. Why?
Well,
Minnesota is the best.
Yeah, I don't think Larkin is choosing them based off of what team needs him. But I think it'd be really fucking funny if Steve Yzerman just said, "Fuck you, you're staying in Detroit with those 3 fucking teams."
You know he's just not going to play then.
I find it really stupid that a player requests a trade and then is like, "I will only go to these 3 teams." Who the fuck do you think you are?
A lot of people are going to be angry.
The Red Wings are going to want to get a good haul for him. So, and do you really think that Vegas, Florida or Minnesota are going to pay for a guy who's injury riddled?
Wait a minute. I just realized something. Florida could trade Brad Marchand to the Detroit Red Wings. No. Please no. I don't want that rat on our team. That'll even make me even more upset. Him and his long frickin' nose. He could smell cheese from 15 miles away. That's literally why I call him a rat. You don't realize. That is why. Have you seen the schnoz on him?
Seen the schlong on him? No, I haven't.
Schnoz. Snoze. Schnoz. I don't even know if that's how you spell it.
On the border of Illinois and Chicago.
The border of Detroit and Michigan.
Okay. Anyway, it's a stupid fucking situation. There hasn't like a team that jumps out that really has been like super like really looking to get him. I've heard Montreal is a candidate. I've heard who's the other one? I don't remember the other one. There was another one that was in heavy consideration. But I mean, again, he's been in the league for a while. He's injury riddled. Does not show up when it matters most. He shat the bed in March 2 years in a row now. So who's gonna fucking take him? I don't know. You might not even be gone. Steve Eisman might just say, "Fuck you, you're staying in Detroit." And I think that'd be awesome. Stand up for once as your GM of your fucking team. That's what I think. But of course, my thought doesn't matter because I don't pay $3 million a year to go to Red Wings games. So, there's that. The only other thing related to hockey that we had to go over is, of course, the Stanley Cup Finals. Game 4. We will be through 4 games at the time of this going up, but we've only gotten through 3 at the time of recording it. Vegas is up 2-1 on Carolina. Carolina evened. Vegas stole Game 1 in Carolina. Hurricanes responded and took Game 2 in overtime. And then Game 3 was a fucking thriller. Vegas jumped out to a 4-0 lead after 1 period. And Carolina stormed back to force overtime. And then Vegas won it in overtime. Pretty fucking awesome. One guy scored 4 goals in a period for Vegas. That's pretty awesome. I assume that series will also be over at the time of our next recording, so we will go over the results of that at that time. So, but that has been a thriller of a series so far, which is the great essence of playoff hockey. So, very, very excited there. That's all I had though for hockey. I don't know if you had anything, Gary.
Two things. Next hockey season, not only will we be talking about the Red Wings, but we should talk about the women's Detroit team, because that is also what we're going to have to focus on.
Are they starting next year? I thought they were starting in 2029. Or is that the...
That's the basketball.
Oh, yeah, the WNBA team. Gotcha.
For the WNBA in 2029, we'll talk about them. But for the hockey.
Yeah.
But I just got this message from my brother-in-law, actually. And apparently, Hillary Knight, former Seattle player, will play for the expansion team, Detroit PWHL team via sign and trade with Las Vegas. So that's the first ever Detroit women's hockey player. So welcome to Detroit. Hopefully you can bring the cup. Because honestly, we haven't had one since 2009. Also, by the way, I still have that Steve Yzerman picture in the background. I will take that off if he trades away Dylan Larkin. And I mean it too.
Good. Good, Garry. Anyway.
Then I'll sell it for $50.
Okay. So move on to baseball. This is where the meat and potatoes really come in. The Tigers have been on a hot streak, folks. Hot streak. Don't let the gritty Tigs get hot. They finally have some life.
And actually, it's called Tigs. Get it right.
Shut up, bitch. They beat the Rays in Game 2 of
Order
that
of
series.
Chicago and Illinois.
True. They beat the Rays 8-0 in Game 2 of that series on the road, and then they won the series with a 7-2 Game 3 win, a sweep. They swept the Rays, one of the top teams in the American League. They swept them right out of the building on their own home turf. Finally, a win streak. Finally, some life in the Tigers organization. They carry that to a 7-3 win at home over the Mariners and a rematch of the ALDS. Fucking awesome! Then they get shut out at home by the Mariners. $40-0. But that's okay, because they rebound and they walk off the Mariners at home to win the series and the game 5-4. Guys, the Tigers have won 5 out of their last 6 games. They finally have some offense. I mean, Tarek Skubal's coming back. He made a rehab start in West Michigan. It was a sellout crowd. Tickets were going for $486 to a fucking high A Midwest League baseball game. He threw 5 shutout innings. Didn't even give up a hit. I think he ended up giving up like 2 hits at the end, but 5 hitless innings. He's ready. King Skubal is back, baby. Later this week. I think he's starting later this week against Cleveland. So, banger. But it's awesome. It's awesome. There's finally life in Detroit again. And they keep teasing me with a Verlander start. And then the Verlander start keeps getting pushed back. He was supposed to start on Sunday. It got pushed back to Tuesday. Now it's back to Saturday the 14th. Or Sunday the 14th. What the fuck are we doing? Just put him down for the season. If he's not going to play, just put him down for the season. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the Tigers. It's fun.
Anyways.
It's fun to be a Tigers fan again, at least for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
You want to know who it's not fun to be right now? Lugnut fan. Oh, one more time. If I can find it. There it is. Before I get to scores, last time I was working for the Lugnuts, those hats dropped. But before I was working for the Lugnuts, before they went to Great Lakes, a long time ago, I got this. I showed it off. I think the first episode we had, This is from 1996, the inaugural season, and I've always had this. Well, if you want to know what it looks like now, boom. Look at the difference between the two. I mean, yeah, this one is a regular bat and it's not the black bat, but still. This one not only has the name, but it has Big Lug on it. This one doesn't. This one just has Lansing Lugnuts with Luggy.
I think they both look pretty cool. I
Well,
have a few. I have an orange. I have an orange one somewhere.
um, what I am trying to do is do a little standings thing with miniature bats, and hopefully I'll get one at West Michigan. When we go to West Michigan, um, I want to get the Michigan ones first, and then do Ohio's last. Cause fuck Ohio. Anyways, and then make a standings in the background. So if we're sitting right here, you'll see the standing board. But for now, we'll do it like this. Lansing Lugnuts go into town to face the Loons. Yeah, I have this one. This is a marble one. But anyways,
What?
we go into town to face the Loons. And well, wasn't a good day for the Lugnuts. First game we lose 4-1, 4-0. Not bad, 4-0. Didn't play very well. It happens. Next thing, June 3rd, we lose to the Loons again, 6-4. So now we're in a predicament here. 2-game losing streak against the Loons. Please don't get swept. We do not need that. And we don't. We won't get swept at all because we win on the 4th of June, 4-1. And then it goes back to, yeah, this is not going to go good. Because the Loons have beaten us 4-0. So now if they win one more game, they win the series. Yeah, they clobbered us 16-6 on June 6th.
666.
6666.
4 6s.
And then after that, the Loons did not come back after that. Because on 6-7 day, yes, I just did that.
Happy
That's
6
strike
7
one.
day. Yes.
Don't worry, I'll do this for you, Tyler. That's strike one, Gary. That's strike one. All right.
No strike one.
Oh wow. Lugnuts win against the Loons this time, 13-4. So now we're going against the Cedar Rapids Colonel tomorrow. The day we're recording this tomorrow. I have a sad feeling that we're gonna get swept in at home.
Why is Cedar Rapids good? I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
You could say they're good. The only reason why you could say that, because while Cedar Rapids is a Minnesota Twins organization, and in the standings, they are currently fourth, and they are second place champions last year to West Michigan. Now, the good thing is about this, okay? This is the good thing, and we can go on a good limb here. Lansing is still not last in the standings. We are now fourth in the standings.
Fourth out of
9
6,
games
right?
back out of 6, yes. I'd rather be fourth than fifth or sixth. Now, teams that are ahead of us, we have to face the next 2 series. We just faced Great Lakes. After Cedar Rapids, it will be Lake County and Dayton.
Oh boy.
And Lake County and Dayton are ahead of us. The series I'm mostly afraid of is Lake County's because they swept us last time. Dayton, not really. I could care less about Dayton. But we are fourth in the standings. Great Lakes is, of course, first. Second, Lake County, a half game, 1.5 games back. Dayton is 3 games back. Lansing is 9 games back. Fort Wayne, 10 games back.
When is the cutoff for the halfway point when they lock a playoff spot?
I don't know. Actually,
it'd be really awesome if the Lugnuts
I think
made the
it's right
playoffs.
after the All-Star game. I think it's after the All-Star game, if I'm not
that
mistaken.
Would make sense.
But I could be wrong. But at this point, if we are 9 games back, I think honestly, whoever finishes first in the first half, we just need to charge in the second half, either second place or first place. You know, we have a decent squad. We have Dylan Fiend, who's really good. We have Rodney Green Jr., who's been getting lots of good hits recently. So, I mean, we could do good.
Good.
So,
I have faith. I have faith in the nut. Faith in the nut, baby. That's the new tagline. Faith in my nuts. I just think it'd be really cool to work some playoff games. So, God, I'm so jealous that you have that bobblehead. God, I love that bobblehead.
If you guys don't know the story, my uncle found this at a garage sale and says, "Hey, do you have this?" And I said, "No." And then I sent it to Tyler, and he goes, "No fucking way, did you have that?"
Wait, wasn't that the same uncle that found like a ton of them and was gonna give them to you? Did that ever happen?
He was gonna. So let me tell you this. Recently, he just found a Pablo Sanchez. If you guys don't know who Pablo Sanchez is, you really should. He's from Backyard Baseball. He had a Lansing Lugnuts thing on the back, but the brim of his hat is broken.
Ooh.
He still didn't get it. And I said, "Dude, I wanted that. I don't care if it's broken. It has Lansing on it." But, man, you are dirty. I need to clean my bobbleheads. Anyways.
My face when he goes down on the bobblehead.
But I feel like, honestly, the biggest thing that I have in my Lugnuts collection is this signed Leo DeFreeze card.
That's Fort Wayne Tin Caps.
He got traded from Fort Wayne.
Oh wow.
To Lansing. And that's how I got that. And now he's up in Midland, Las Vegas. One of those two. Anyways. 1 second. Yes. Okay. Now we go to Kalamazoo. The Growlers had a up and down week, really. I mean up and down. There was a lot of stress going on. So going into the on June 2nd, we are going to face the last place team, Wisconsin. Remember, we are first place in our division with only 2 losses.
That's code for that they lost.
We lost to Wisconsin 7-2. Also, let me remind you, there was only one person that brought their helmet on Wisconsin's team. Everyone else had to wear Growlers helmets.
That's crazy. That is
so they
crazy.
were wearing their jerseys with a Growlers helmet.
Wait. So they just forgot them? They have to worry about bringing their own equipment?
I mean, I can even get a picture up and show you. And then you can show the people, because I'm on my phone currently.
That is so funny that they don't. I get that these are small level operations, right? But there's not one person that they can hire to be their equipment manager. I'm just saying.
Let's see if I can find. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they did it for the next away team too. Yeah, here it is. And the Kalamazoo Growlers actually posted this. So they posted on Facebook, "You don't see this every day. Our opponents, the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, accidentally left their helmets back home. We had a few extra helmets lying around, so we let the team borrow the extra helmets."
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
They must have had some extra magic left in them because they scored 7 runs in them. So
maybe that was the plan
yeah.
all along. You never know.
I'll show you the picture. I'll send it to you right now, and then you can show the group, aka chat, aka the viewers.
The 2 viewers of this podcast. What are you fucking doing?
My charger fell, so I had to grab it.
Garry ceiling view. Let's go. American flag view. Let's go. A calendar view. Let's go for November. Let's go. June. The fuck is that? What is that picture above? What is that? Oh, a Vegas Golden Knights calendar.
No, it's just a random picture that my grandparents gave me a long time ago, and I said, okay, I'll use it. And then I never went past November.
What a great picture. What an even better picture that you can't see. Oh, because it's over there. There we go.
Damn it.
Papa Beat.
Now.
Yay, Papa Beat.
I hate you. Anyways, after that, we faced Wisconsin one more time, and we beat them 6-3. So it was a split between Wisconsin. Now we go on to Traverse City, and we face them. This was hard to watch. The Growlers were leading 10-9 going into the 9th. And, well, Traverse City scored 1 to to go into the 10th. Of course, the extra innings rule. Growlers don't score a single run on that. Except Traverse City does. Traverse City won 11-10. I hate this. Then the series now on the 131 series is Pit Spitters 2-1. Now we go to the Pit Spitters. And what do you know? We lose again to the Pit Spitters. 2-0. Now the Rowlers are down 1-3 to the Pit Spitters. But then go to Battle Creek for one game. And that game was against Battle Creek.
Wow.
The Battle Jacks.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. The final score was huge. The next game I'm going to tell you, and it wasn't against Kalamazoo or any other one. Growlers beat Battle Creek 18-9. Holy crap. The series is now 4-1 Growlers on that. On the I-94 Rivalry Cup. Here's the thing. Now we're going to other Northwoods League. Let me just see if there's any other interesting. No. Okay. So on June 6th, there's a team called the Wausau Woodchucks. They're in the, I think, same division as Kalamazoo. Well, I think Kalamazoo needs to be worried about this team. The final score of this game against Wisconsin and the Woodchucks, 2-29. The Woodchucks. The Woodchucks scored 29 runs against Wisconsin.
That's just insane.
13 runs in the 8th.
How is there no mercy rule?
There is no mercy rule in here.
That's wild.
They could score 30 runs and there would be no mercy.
That's embarrassing too. If you're a pitcher, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Other than that, update on the Kalamazoo Growlers. They are facing Fond du Lac. And the score is currently 4-4. Bases loaded, 5th inning, 2 outs. Oh. And didn't get him. Okay. But we'll keep an eye on that. And let's hope the Growlers can get the dub.
All right. Well, I wanted to give an update to the College World Series. Now we are actually in the College World Series. I did not know that we weren't in the College World Series before. I think that was just like the NCAA tournament. But who made it? Let's find out. I'm out of the Morgantown region. No, wait, never mind. We already did that. West Virginia advanced, beating Cal Poly 2-0. Troy beat Little Rock 2-0 to advance. North Carolina beat USC 2-1. This is in games, by the way. It was a best of 3. North Carolina beat USC 2-1. Auburn beat Ole Miss 2-0. Ole Miss beat Auburn 2-0. Oklahoma beat Kansas 2-0. Alabama beat St. John's 2-0. And Texas beat Oregon 2-0. And Georgia beat Mississippi State 2-0. Pretty boring. So we're down to 8 teams. Troy, West Virginia, Ole Miss, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Alabama, Texas, and Georgia. So we'll keep an eye on that. That series will continue starting June 12th and going into June 22nd. So we'll keep an eye out on that as it comes up. But wanted to just give an update on that. Now we are on to NASCAR. They were in Michigan, and it was fun. Even though we weren't there, it was fun. I did not watch the trucks, but I did watch Cup. Garry, you did not update the record, by the way. Poker chip record.
Oh yeah, I'll do that now.
The truck race
just
though.
one for me.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for being rude.
It's a man, baby. Anyway, Michigan was good. Oh shit. Did that fix it? Well, fuck. Well, I'm gonna be blurry for the rest of the episode until the camera decides to fix itself. Where was I? Oh yeah, truck race. It was pretty good. It was really hard to pass in the truck race, is what I could see from the highlights. But that's fine. It's usually that way at Michigan. Good amount of crashes. And a really good finish between two Thor Sport trucks. Corey Heim besting his part-time teammate Caden Honeycutt for the win. I think it's his third win of the season for the truck series, and he's not even a full-time driver this year. And Caden Honeycutt was not happy at the fact that Corey Heim didn't just let him have the win, which I think is a pretty stupid thing for Caden Honeycutt to say, considering like it's a race, like everybody's going to go for the win, just had to beat him straight up. He didn't. But there was that. That was a pretty good truck race. The Cup race was one hell of a ride. We broke the track record for cautions with 11 cautions. Granted, 2 of them are stage cautions, so only 9 actual cautions. But cautions are cautions in this day. Bad day for Connor Zilic. He wrecked out twice in the first 10 laps of the race. So a lot of other drivers had tire problems. As well, AJ Allmendinger had some tire issues. Brad Keselowski crashed because of some tire issues. Zane Smith was having a good day until he had a tire problem. A few other drivers with the same thing. Tyler Reddick looked like he was going to be running away with the win, and then the hurricane struck. Carson Hocevar wrecked half the field on a restart, 9-car pileup. But honestly, guys, it wasn't his fault. If you look back at the replay, it was actually Kyle Larson's fault for checking up and wrecking the whole field behind him. Like, what do you expect Carson Hocevar to do on a restart like that? You expect him to just back out? No. It's a restart at Michigan. You got to take advantage of where you can get. So, of course, he's going to go for the win. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course it's going to happen. It was a good day for John Hunter Nemechek until that happened as well. Really good day for both the Legacy Motor Club cars. Eric Jones had a really good run going all day long. But again, just like it was at Nashville, Denny Hamlin wins the pole, gets sent to the back due to unapproved adjustments. And then in the third stage, he comes alive and makes the race-winning pass for the lead on a restart. the last restart of the race and doesn't look back and ended up winning the race by like 11 seconds, which is funny enough because his car number is 11. Denny Hamlin wins back-to-back Michigan races, back-to-back races on the season. He is now up to 63 wins. That ties Kyle Busch for most wins all time, 9th on the list. He did a really cool tribute to Kyle Busch during at the end of the race, which I thought was awesome. I thought it was a really good race. 11 cautions at the track record. Some really good racing all throughout. Carson Hocevar and Eric Jones showing out strong for the Michigan-born drivers, but unfortunately neither of them could get the win. Of course, the year that I don't go to the race, they break a track record for cautions, and it's also a beautiful day with not a drop of rain in sight. But, that's that. What can you do, I guess, just our luck. We're going to Pocono. Me and Ann are this weekend. We leave Thursday. We're going to a couple baseball games out in Pennsylvania as well. So, we're going to at least one. Maybe two. The weather's not looking great for the second day. But, such is such. So I plan on... There will be a vlog. And I do plan on talking a lot about it next week. Stay tuned for that. It's a work-related thing, so I won't be able to experience as much of the festivities as I would have hoped to. Ann will, though, so that's why I've got Ann going, too, for dual perspective. Should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. The weather doesn't look the greatest, but I think we're going to get through the weekend just fine without any Monday racing, because Monday racing would suck. Alas, what are you going to do? So, should be a lot of fun. That's all I had to talk about with Michigan. Garry, I don't know if you have anything to say regarding the Michigan race.
No. Other than I hate Mother Nature.
What?
Because every time we go,
Garry,
it's raining.
I will say, too, I'm going to make Ann try and get some more poker chips while we're at Pocono.
Do I have to remind you on Thursday?
Yes.
And Friday?
Yes.
And Saturday?
Well, actually, you need to remind Ann, because I won't be the one purchasing them. Well, I will be. Technically, I will be, because I'll be paying Ann back for it, but I won't be the one making the transaction at the booth.
I'll send Ann my poker chips, the ones I have.
So that'll be fun. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be a bigger topic on the next week's episode. We might have Ann on as well next week. Still working that out. So stay tuned for that. A couple other things before we do our poker chip picking for the week. A few of the NASCAR related stuff. Kevin Magnussen is going to be driving the 91 Project 91 car. Magnussen. Oh, okay, good. Glad you need that one, because I did not. He's going to be driving
Magnussen. The E is O.
What? The E is O?
The E is pronounced as an O. Continue.
Okay. He's going to be driving the Project 91 car for Trackhouse in the Cup race at San Diego coming up in a couple weeks. That's pretty cool. Should be a fun one there. Him and Shane Van Gisbergen are going to be teammates for the weekend. Also, penalties came out from Charlotte. Actually, no, these are from Nashville. Sorry. 2 crew members from the 99 truck team, that's Ben Rhodes' truck team, were suspended for 2 races after a loose wheel. And Quinta Funderbunk was indefinitely suspended by NASCAR after substance abuse. So there's that. The only other piece of news that I had, it sucks that we have to report on this again. Another death in NASCAR. Ned Jarrett longtime legendary driver, and another legendary broadcaster, passed away at 93. That's a long life. Can't take that away from him. Lived a long life. Many, many iconic moments, both on and off the racetrack. One of his all-time greatest
including
moments.
that one famous Bristol race where he threw his gloves at or am I thinking of Ward Burton? I'm thinking of Ward Burton. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Not
talking
even
about there.
close.
Oh,
Never
tired.
mind.
Anyway, most known for being in the booth during the 1993 Daytona 500 when he got to call his son Dale Jarrett winning. Just an absolute icon all throughout. There's nothing really bad to say about him. Did many great things for broadcasting and racing in the sport. Widely respected. And, he lived a long life. He can't... 93, not a lot of people make it to 93. But Ned Jarrett definitely deserved it and had a great life and a great career. Rest in peace, Ned Jarrett. With that in mind, we will do poker chips now, because Garry has access to the poker chips again, for Pocono. Pocono should be a good one. Should be a good race as long as the rain holds off, I should say. Pocono's been one of the better races on the schedule recently, and I don't see that being too different this weekend. But I'm going to find out firsthand because I'm going to be there. So, should be a lot of fun. We've got... So last week it was just trucks and cup. This week it is O'Reilly and cup. Trucks are off. So who do we think is going to win the truck race? Or the O'Reilly race. Xfinity Series race.
You mean Xfinity?
Actually.
Shut up. I think it's going to be Justin Allgaier.
I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm going to pick Sammy Smith.
And actually, technically, I won the Nashville one of the Xfinity Series too, because I picked Justin Allgaier on that one too. So, technically, I should be
Good thing we're not
2-6. But this is poker chip, not.
Good thing we're not keeping track of any of the lower divisions. So anyway, here we go.
You got Brad K.
Bad Brad. Okay.
Michigan native.
Looking for redemption after the Michigan race.
Would you look at that? Bradville number.
Wow. We got two spectacular backmarker drivers this week, huh?
Does this mean I probably will win?
You will only win if Brad Keselowski crashes. Because I honestly forgot that Austin Cindric was still racing in NASCAR before you pulled this chip. Boom. Roasted. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of the Live, Laugh, Laugh podcast. Like we said, we might be on next week, might not. We're still not 100% sure on that because we'll be talking about Pocono and that great experience. Also going to be going over who won the Stanley Cup, who won the NBA Finals, if they're not done, or if they're done, I mean, and much more awesome stuff. So anyways, stay tuned for other much amazing content from both me and Hitmaster. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.